Gardner's there. Embley's there. Hanson's at the back. Bends it towards the goal square. Sewell in front. Takes the mark. He's got some run from Bateman. He'll cross defensive 50 with no one really coming at him. Can have a couple of bounces. Can draw the men towards him. Steps around Seavey beautifully. Gains some territory. Lewis has been important. Growing in stature as the game's worn on. Vandenberg puts it out in front of Clark. Coming the other way is Mark Williams. Williams will wheel around, look inboard, thinks about giving to Mitchell. Instead will go to Crode. It was a good option. And Trent Crode 40 metres out, slight angle. This to give Hawthorn a buffer. They lead by 3 points. We've played 17 minutes.
Well, Swatty, you mentioned that early morning training session. I've been involved in a few of them. They work sometimes, other times they didn't. But the one thing we've got here, they've gone in with a game plan which they've been totally disciplined with, and we said they've been so inconsistent. The other thing, they're playing a team who are nowhere near, I would think, flag favourites or anywhere near that. They are off the boil, and they've been like that for the last 6 weeks, the West Coast Eagles.
Crode's booted 3. Big kick coming up. This to give Hawthorn a mini break. Oh, it didn't look good off the boot. It didn't look good as he was walking in, to be honest. The body language just didn't seem confident. It was a tentative approach. Glass to Wirrpunda. Now Selwood. West Coast snuck away with one there. Fletcher. He's got Lynch down the line.
Great running by Fletcher. He was on the outer wing when they turned that ball over, Hawthorn.
Brings it inboard to Embley. Can he provide some magic? Some last quarter heroics yet again. He's done it a couple of times this year. The likes of Embley and Hunter have stood up when they've needed them. Both have had quiet days today. Waters, corralled by Young, gives it back to Embley. Just hoists it high. Hunter will set himself. Nudged out of the contest. Play on the call at ground level. Kerr takes the contact from Dixon. Sewell stands tall, does well, and gives it to Mitchell.
The young Hawks, they have the answers at the moment. Will they celebrate this man's 250th in style?
Go all the way.
Young, 60 from home, doesn't go, bang with a long bomb. Went to Crowe, but that's a fantastic spoil.
Trent Crowe. Trent, you've got to go. He looks tired, doesn't he, Trent Crowe? Hasn't had a lot of football over the last 4 or 5 weeks, but had to go hard at the ball, get your hands out in front. He's going to take it on his chest.
Well done, Jamie Graham. The Eagles ringing the changes. Cousins and Gardner on, replacing Butler and Hunter. Seavey. Hawks have the numbers around the ball. Bateman on the boundary line. High ball, coming back. Oh, but not enough. The Hawks supporters were off their seats. Almost.
I think it might be spot on with Trent Crowe. He might have run out of gas.
Yeah, it looks that way.
He missed 2 weeks with a wrist injury in rounds 11 and 12.
This bloke hasn't run out of gas. I can tell you what, he's just playing from wing to wing.
Fletcher. Trying to lift his side over the line. They trail by 4 points. Stengline chips it to Hanson. Browns it well. Just did enough to get there and force it to ground. Stengline arrives. Ball stays alive. Hanson squeezes it to Staker. 60 metres from goal. He's got Gardner and Lynch down deep. Heads in the Lynch direction. It'll be a tough angle from there. He's got the mark. He has got the mark inside the line. Hawthorn players claiming it was out.
I tell you what, the boundary umpire was not in the greatest position. He was about 45 metres away, and I would think it was the Hawthorn supporters are going berserk, but the boundary umpire would not have a clue. Maybe the goal umpire could have helped out.
Here's the angle for Lynch. This to put West Coast back in front. He bananas it.
He's done it.
What a kick! Eagles in front. Quinton Lynch boots his 5th, equals his career best. What a goal, what a game. West Coast by 2 points as we hit time on final term.
Now, we've had some controversial decisions in goal umpires in the last couple of weeks. Was this out of bet? No, that's a good decision. Well done, umpire. The only thing is, when he took the mark initially, he then moved over the line. How long did he have it in his hands? You'd have to pay that nearly every time, I would think.
Quinton Lynch sneaks it just inside the line in the Wayne Harms pocket, Shorey.
Oh, good on you. Thank you very much. Memories. But he was in the front row.
Quinton Lynch, 5 goals this afternoon, a career high 11 marks. And a wonderful finish. But we're not done with yet. The MCG, the Hawks, they'll go forward this time. Dixon, one out with strength. Did well. He's got Williams one out with Weirpunter in the goal square. Needs to get it in there quickly. Now he goes. High ball. Williams has got away from Weirpunter. Well, he looked as though he was about to play on there, Mark Williams.
Take your time. Be smart. Take your time. Take it all in. You're a goal kicker, talented player. I think he has to have a shot at goal. Take it on yourself.
I don't think there's any question in what this young man here needs to do. 5 goals after being relegated to the seconds last week, provided he kicks it, and to wrestle the lead back again for the Hawks. They've got it. Bring out the shotgun, Mark. He's got 5.
No, don't go down there, Swatter. Ever since he stopped doing that, he's been a very good player. I know he's had a bad run the last 4 or 5 weeks, but gee, he's a talented player. And Weirpunter just lost the body contact. Just shows you again, long kicked all one-on-one. Normally the forwards will win out if you get the opportunity to get that set up. And David Weirpunter just did not find body contact. He worked through it well too, Mark Williams.
Four lead changes for the quarter. Hawthorn have led for 91 minutes. West Coast have led for 15. It's the Hawks by 4 points. We've played 23 minutes final term. A ripping Saturday afternoon special at the G. Judd handballed into the path of Seaby. Harry Miller flashed across, left it behind. Butler did well for West Coast. Gets it inside 50. Big pack of players. Gardner off his hands, couldn't hang on. Campbell flips it out. Staker. Lynch gets run down. Brilliant work from Brown, but Embley goals. West Coast back in front. What a game. Embley gets his second. The 5th lead change for the term. Campbell Brown did everything humanly possible. But in the end, West Coast lead again.
Oh, gee, you feel for Campbell Brown. He has hurt himself. He put his body on the line here. Quentin Lynch, he's had a major impact on this game. He's kicked, 5 goals? Gets this ball here, and Campbell just flicks it out. It was a throw anyway, but he thought he was a certain... Look at that, Campbell Brown. Unlucky. Fantastic game of football, this.
Andrew Embley gets his second goal. His side enjoys a 2-point margin, 2 3/4 minutes remaining. Campbell Brown, gutsy effort, just couldn't stop Embley getting boot on ball. Hodge over the top, Kerr, wrapped up by Mitchell. And we'll have a bounce. But coming to the MCG this afternoon, Shorey, 13th place second, we've been treated to a fantastic afternoon's football. Everett.
Lovely tap again.
Hodge. Well, you need to get rid of it, Luke. Holding the ball. Advantage paid. Judd accelerates. Now just heads up in the direction of Gardner.
Well, it's not on the outside. It's not on the wing. It's Hodge, Cousins, and Hodgie doesn't like it. He has just worked himself so hard today and didn't get that ball out on the ball. And Big Gardner he's had a shocker today, Michael Gardner, but he's just stood up now, took this big mark, 20 metres out from goal.
This could be a telling goal, Michael Gardner, in his second game of 2006. He has drilled it.
Some hands on hips for the Hawthorn players. 8 points the margin. They need 2 goals from here. We've played 25 and a half minutes final term, but this game's had everything.
It's just been magnificent, hasn't it? It's had the one-on-one brilliance of a couple of players, mainly Hodge and Judd, both involved in that stanza of play. It's had some courage shown on a number of occasions, big bumps, and some good marks like that. Gardner, as I said, a quiet day, but that was very important for the West Coast Eagles.
The Hawks have been superb out of the middle today. They've had some clean takeaways. They've got Hodge and Mitchell in there with Everett now. They need to get a couple of clean breaks. The tap suits Everett, but Judd took it away. spirals it inside 50. Lynch, a timely fist away from Campbell. The Eagles can finish it here. Lynch swivels from 50, goes for home and misses. 5 goals, 3 to Quinton Lynch.
Now, someone's got to take the kick in and get it in quick and find the target and not
Murphy
mess it up.
turns it over. The youngster playing game number 3, Tom Murphy. And it's found its way to the chest of Cousins, who can go short to Lynch in the pocket. And it would be appropriate that the big unit finish it right here. This for a career best 6 goals.
Well, he's been the forward line by himself, hasn't he? That's what Quinton Lynch, we said at half-time, he was the problem for Hawthorn, and it's remained that way. It's remained. He's going to keep going for his 3rd goal in the second half. But gee, the kicking, I just thought Luke Hodge should have been able to push to the square. He was the one you wanted to kick the ball in.
He's kicked just 4 goals, 3 from 4 career games at the MCG until today. This for goal number 6. A match-winning performance from Lynch. If he can put it through, he can't.
Now Luke Hodge. Let's see. I hope Luke Hodge has gone deep, because he's the man you want kicking the ball in.
42 seconds remaining. The Hawks need 2 goals and a miracle.
They've left the centre square open here, the Hawks. No time to waste, Luke. Heads up the middle of the ground. He's got Everett. The big man needs to go. Mitchell's broken. Heads in that direction. Judd closing. Mitchell did well. Has to play on now, Sam Mitchell. The Hawks desperately need a goal and some sort of miracle. Clark will have to fly. But distinct height advantage, and Andrew Embley, an important mark. Happy to wind down the clock now. They've done enough. It has been a gallant effort. They deserve to win, the Hawthorn side, this afternoon, but a little bit of class late in the game has probably got the West Coast Eagles over. Run-out winners here. Wirapunda. Ball into in the arms of Dave Wirapunda. There's the siren here to end this match. Fantastic afternoon football. The West Coast Eagles, 17 goals, 12, 114. They run out 10-point winners. Hawthorn, 16 goals, 8, 104.
The Hawks led at the first 3 changes by 2 points, 7 points and 5 points. But 4 goals, 5 in the final term to 2 goals, 2. And the West Coast Eagles sneak away from the MCG with a vital 4 points and improve their record to 11-3 in season 2006. Lynch was magnificent with 5 goals, 4. 2 to Cousins, 2 to Embley, singles to Gardner, Judd, Waters, Braun, Graham, Hanson, Selwood and Wirapunda. Mark Williams booted 5 for the Hawks, Crowe 3, Dixon 2. Richard Osborne with Quinton Lynch, the big unit, and he stood tall for the Eagles this afternoon.
Lynch, 12 marks, 5 goals. How are you feeling, mate? That's obviously your best performance I've seen. How are you thinking?
Yeah, that's probably one of my best games of the year, but it doesn't happen without the boys kicking it down. You know, we worked real hard today, and we knew it was going to be a tough game, and it was good to come away with the points.
What about the poor Hawks? I know it is the opposition, but geez, they've hung in tough, and I suppose the old saying, the cream always rises to the top. You boys just got it at the end.
Yeah, we knew we were going to be in for a good game. You know, they've got a great running side. You know, they probably match us with run, so we knew we had to work 4 quarters, and we did that, and we got the win. So yeah, it's good.
Chris Judd, you know, what can you say about him? We're at ground level watching him. It's almost like he's he's 3 seconds in front of everyone when he's thinking. He's the best ground ball player I've ever seen.
Yeah, you know, he's a superstar. You know, I love playing with him. You know, pleased to play with a bloke like him, and hopefully we can, you know, play a good year for the rest of the year and see what happens.
And yourself, 105 kilos plus. It says in the record it might be a little bit more than that. You're running pretty well too, though. You covered a lot of ground today, Quinn.
Yeah, that might be a bit wrong. I reckon I'm a bit lighter than that, but you know, just work hard, and the boys kick the footy to me, and it was good. It's good day.
Enjoy, mate. Great game.
Thanks very much.
His work rate has been superb the last couple of weeks, Quinton Lynch. It's a real added dimension to his game. I think he's as fit as he's ever been, Tony.